Morning, it's Vijay here. Today is Wednesday, 30th April 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Today, the topic across the board would be whether there will be an attack on Pakistan by India. Now, what does an attack mean? Is it just an incursion like what we did in the past, or will it be a full-fledged war when we will cross the LAC? Now, yesterday, this has happened because the Prime Minister has handed over complete Operation Freedom to armed forces. So, some of the people may be thinking that there will be an all out war. I had the opportunity to talk to a very senior retired defense professional who was in the war room in 1999 Kargil time, and he has served in Kashmir for many years. Very old hand, very senior, very matured. So I had a long conversation with him yesterday, and I'm hoping to get have such more conversations with some other senior defense professionals over the weekend. But anyway, what happened yesterday was he mentioned that what we call a kinetic war, that is, crossing the border and fighting is unlikely, most unlikely, because see, once you cross the border, and let's say the Lahore is the biggest city closest to the border. So let's say you occupy Lahore. So what do you do with that? So it is not going to be fruitful for India, because war finally, as people in the armed forces, and I've got lots of people in the armed forces, and some of them have been martyred by terrorists, some of them have been martyred in the war. So they've served IPKF, they've served in the China border. So all of them in unison would say that war is the last resort. So you can do what is known as a surprise attack, or and also use it economically to destroy the enemy. The Indus Water Treaty abrogation is one such example. So right now, maybe it will not happen immediately, but I think India has already planned for that, is what this senior military official told me. It has been being in the works since 2016. So slowly and steadily, the water will going to Pakistan will get reduced, and that economic war is much more severe than a kinetic war, where people actually cross the line of control and actually begin to fight. So before that, so I'm very confident that whatever will happen, India will have the upper hand, because we have got support from everyone concerned, whether it's Russia, whether US, whether it is Israel, whether it is the Gulf countries. The only people who are making some noises in favor of Pakistan are China, because they have got economic interest there, and Turkey, which is not of any consequence. And please note that there are two major agreements pending with US and the EU, and nobody would like to see India getting hurt in the process, even slightly. We may win, but we may still have to get hurt. But I don't think that will be let to happen. So let's see what happened yesterday. Markets had closed. Market ended in a flat in the range bound session. In fact, Nifty hit a year-to-day high. Bank Nifty was under pressure. Reliance Industry was the savior for Nifty, and it was a big contributor to the Nifty on the upside. So that this was the second in two sessions. The posted two biggest two-day gain in 4 years, which is something really remarkable. Sensex closed 70 points, Nifty Bank fell 42 points, and Trent was the top Nifty gainer. I think it was completely because of short covering, because the results were not good, and today Trent may be under pressure. FIS and DIS, both of them, as I keep saying, the smart money go where the smart money is going. The smart money bought up close to about 4,000 crores yesterday, which means the dumb money, that is the retail money, the PMS, the AIF, and all of them have been selling. Sure, if there is some, attack by India on Pakistan, which is very imminent, everybody knows that the markets may sell off. But I think the way the smart money is buying, they're assuming that the sell-off will only be temporary. So what happened in the US markets? Dow Jones was volatile again. It closed 0.75% higher. S&P also closed about 0.6% higher, and Nasdaq was 0.5% higher. Futures are slightly in the negative, but Nasdaq futures are doing well. What are the other global cues? US dollar index is struggling to reach 100. So it got stuck at 99.24 10-year bond yield, which was about 4.45 very recently, and people were again panicking. It's come to 4.15. My final target for US 10-year bond yield is about 3.6, which I've been mentioning it time and again here. Brent crude is slowly coming down because there is no major panic in the Middle East. So there was 64. I was expecting 65 about a few months ago when it was about 82. And finally, it may reach 55 because of Trump. But 65 was my target. Bitcoin, of course, is irrelevant here. So finance ministry's monthly economic review is very interesting to note. Overall inflation outlook has improved, which means RBI now will get a freer hand to cut more times than what was originally thought about. Urban demand is slowly showing steady improvement, is what the finance ministry's review talks about. Labor conditions remain stable. Agricultural prospect remain bright in FY26 because of monsoons. Monsoons are supposed to be good, but the worry for everybody is the global trade disruptions will need close monitoring. So this is one very important statement which has come. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is talking about India is easier to negotiate than other countries because they have high tariffs and lots of tariffs. So India is likely to cut tariffs left, right, center. Vice President was here. U.S. Vice President, negotiations are moving well, is what Mr. Bessent said. We're very close on India. The Trade Secretary also, Lutnick, said that we have almost finalized the deal. He didn't mention India by name, but he said the Prime Minister and the Parliament has to approve of it. So generally, India is top of the list. So that is one more reason why kinetic war will not happen, is what my belief is. Asian partners and allies have been most forthcoming, is what Mr. Bessent says. And there is, as I mentioned, there is a Indo-US trade talk that is this. Apart from that Indo-US trade talk, we are also talking of the Indo-Euro trade talk. This is as far as the government sources which I've been talking about. Nothing big there. So today, what are things to watch? Because tomorrow is a holiday, so there could be some volatility today, especially in the last half an hour because of the imminent attack which everybody is expecting. Akshaya Tritiya today, so gold prices may need to be monitored, but gold is on a downtrend. If you look at earnings from Nifty, none of them are there. In other cases, you've got Ujjivan, then you have Equitas, Indus Towers, Federal Bank, which we hold a position, Indian Oil Corporation, then you have Adani Power, Ajanta Pharma, Varun Beverages, Coromandel International, and Vedanta. So among all this, we hold a Federal Bank, and we are going to look at it. I think the results will be good. So that is what I think will happen. Finally, I would like to end this on a somber note. As one general said, in war, there are no winners, only widows. So people who come on social media or mainstream media and talk of a large-scale war, we will annex this thing, we'll annex that thing. Obviously, they have not had any of their friends or relatives on the battlefield. If they would have had, then they would have taken a very different view. We in the armed force, we in Sainik schools take a very different view. We know it is a duty to protect the nation, but we will do war. We will go to actual kinetic war only at a last resort. So because everyone knows that war both get affected and only widows are left. So I will continue to be bullish, but whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you.